Hey, greetings and salutations. I'm Big Brother. Call me if Andy if you like. Um, yeah, hey, welcome to my show. This is my ephemera show. If you're new here, uh, this is what I sell. I sell books mostly, postcards, probably. Uh, if it's ephemera, I've got it. All right. And sometimes things that are borderline, I sell those too. But right now, I've been going through a bunch of books that are 1900s or before. It's the kind of time period I like, 1880s and 1920s. Those are my interests. If I find them before that, I've been starting a collection. If they're like 1860s or before, I'm going to put them off to the side, and then I'm going to have one special day where I sell nothing but the truly antique books. And I do have a couple of them up there from the 1700s. So, yeah, history, right? Uh, yeah. It's what I like about books. Books are history. Uh, Even if it's just, like a children's story, but it's been through a lot. It hopefully has been read a lot by more than one child throughout the life of the book. It if you find something that's like 1890s, you go, I'll kind of wonder what was going on then. And you learn about that time period. Maybe, I don't know, this is me. I'm kind of a history junkie. Uh, I don't know actual dates and stuff. I have to look it up like everybody else. And often I don't always remember, so I have to look up stuff more than once. Um, anyway, got some books. These are good books. I've got a nice set of small books here. They're all in wonderful condition. A couple of them were shown last week. I'm going to show them again. And a bunch that you have not seen. You've not seen all of these back here. And I've had a book sitting down here by my feet for a few months. I need to get rid of it too. So this is the last of what I got with the ephemera for a while. I might show some of these books again next Tuesday, but I could always sell uh, postcards. I have no shortage of those. I want to remind people that next Sunday, 7 Eastern, on my variety show, if I have one, something has come up and it's tenuous right now if I'm going to be here next weekend. So there's that. So I'll let you know the closer we get. I might put a little short out saying, hey, I'm not going to have my show Sunday or something like that. So I'll let you know. Just got to be following me on Instagram or YouTube. I release shorts, reels, whatever they're called, uh, of actual auctions taking place. This is where I do my sourcing. Uh, yeah, so I'll take a few hundred with me and go to the auction, spend it there, and put stuff on eBay and sell stuff here, and it's a beautiful thing. Here is a preview of one of the books I'm going to sell today. Uh, it's a big, thick book. It looks worn. Whew. Something. Uh, okay. So, oh yeah, this one might actually be put back. I believe this one's 1850s, as there is a notation. Yes, the page came out. There's a notation in there. Look at that neat writing. But it's March 1854, which means this book is probably that or before. It is very, very brittle. Pages are not bound. History of the Middle Ages, describing the progress of society in Europe from the. This is one of those super long titles. Historical proofs and illustrations. Yeah, this says 1850 on it. So this book will be set aside up here with the others, and on one night I'll come back and sell all the books I have, which will be this time period or before. You know what you're getting when you get there. It's a pretty big book. Please don't fall. Please don't fall. Okay. So yeah, that's what I got. Various conditions. Some of them are really neat. Some of them have really neat covers on them. Look how intricate that. It's almost like it's one of those adult coloring book things, which are, by the way, superb for people that are on ADHD like me. I don't mind talking about it. It's just something I deal with. Autistic, probably. And I've suffered from depression for a long time. So this morning, I saw a shrink. I don't mind seeing shrinks. I don't mind talking about it. I think mental health is something that you need to be aware of. My mom is an ex-nurse. She was like a nurse for 42 years, and she was manager of a psych, of all things, which is just weird. But and I have a friend that's also medical, and so I know the importance of getting mental health, because if you don't, you start screaming, and then people start dying. And no, it's not like that. But my brain. Uh, and I think it'll help. I'm having problems interacting with society, pretty much. So I'm seeing a shrink to help me work my way through that, and recognize what part of me is autistic, or am I just not getting something? Either way. So after I speak with a therapist, then in a couple weeks I'm going to see an actual doctor that can tell me one way or the other if I am autistic, or if I'm just messed up in the head. So I want to know. I want to know. So yeah, and it's an all right thing. I got to do it for a while. I'm very blessed to have a medical system that actually allows me to do that on the government dime, which is really, I guess I'd be thanking myself for that, especially since I live in a red state. So we got stuff. Oh yeah, I put together one of these for tonight. This is just a miscellaneous scrapbook journal kind of thing. It's a bunch of ephemera. So that would work on this. I've got all different kinds of things in here, and I'll be selling this as a 75 plus. They're all plus. I always throw in an extra two, and honestly, after tonight, I'll probably throw a couple more things in just to make sure. Sure. But if I counted right, there's 77, 78 pieces in here. Anyway, yeah, so I'm going to give that a go. If that works tonight, if that's something you ladies are liking, or maybe I need to move this to maybe Sunday, I don't know. You let me know. Yep. And I'm adding to this big old box back here constantly. I'm probably going to buy a couple more lights off of eBay to pad that some more to get some variety in it, so it's not just all magazines about dolls and tractors and stuff like that, to get some variety in it. And yeah. I'd like to try that. It sounds like something everybody here would be interested in. Okay, so 11 minutes in. Let's see what we're gonna do. Well, like I said, oh yeah, I have a giveaway tonight. Maybe if we get, let's say, at least 4 people uh, in the chat, that I'll do a giveaway like halfway through. And it's a beautiful book. Gulliver's Travels. There's a lot of pictures in it about the book. It's a book from my childhood. I know it pretty well. Front cover does come off. It is quite brittle. You don't say. Hello, Patty. So here we go. What the hell? Awesome. Yeah, it's funny. Howdy, Patty. How you doing? Oh, let's just put him here. Sitting here looking at your stuff that you bought last Tuesday, which is still sitting right here. Yeah, first readers. This teeny book. Whenever. After tonight, I gotta do it tonight. Everything's starting to back up. You got a lot of books. Veronica's got a shit ton of books. And this stuff back here. Need to clean up my area back here. I found some extra tools. I'm just gonna throw them in. You bought most of them, so I'm just gonna give you the leftovers I found. You can have them. Scooby Dooby Doo. I've had these postcards for over a year. I've been trying to sell these postcards for over a year. I've done pretty well with them. I kept a few for myself. kind of learned what sells and what doesn't. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. This gonna be the Patty show again? Do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, that one's not for sale. Yeah. Okay. Got a children's book here. Forgot I had it. Uncle Sam's Blue Jackets Afloat by one of them. How we displayed the American flag in foreign waters by Lieutenant Henry E. Rhodes. Live illustration, some illustrations. Okay, this is not a children's book. Doings and customs in Japan. From Shanghai to something I can't pronounce. So it looks like explanations and customs in foreign lands. What it is. What the hell? A deluded young gossiping tunny thought his gossip exceedingly funny. He told an odd story to sober John Dory, with smiles that were cheerful and sunny. But solemn John Dory could never see jokes even when they were clever. The look of surprise in his mouth and his eyes will haunt that poor tunny forever. Kind of neat drawings on the back. This is a pretty cool book. But it is separating. It's basically a cover with insides. But you know. Well, 18 minutes in. I'm going to go ahead and start it. So, Patty? Not going to sell that one just yet. Let's see what we got here. I got an itty bitty Bible. It says by USX Company. I don't know what that is. I think this might be one of those wartime Bibles. Oh, the Polyglot Bible. You know, I don't know. Sorry, I don't know my Bibles. Starts off with Exodus. Now, wait a minute. Joshua, Kings, Psalms, Jeremiah was a bullfrog. See, Hebrews, Romans. Yeah, it's got all of them. Pretty wordy book. I'd say it's in fair condition. give you a look here. It is old. I can't find a copyright date on it. It's probably the time period that we're all familiar with by now, 1880s through 1920s. More than likely, this is turn of the century. It's got nice press work on the binding, meaning it's bumpy to the touch. Nothing special about the pages. The inside, the separation there on the binding to the cover, but other than that, they look fine. I don't know how old this sucker is. I really don't care. $3 on it, I guess. See you. Yeah, numbers 30, 31. Deuteronomy. Samuel. Chronicles. Psalms. 3. Oh. Oh, there it is. Okie dokie. I have a really neat book. However, I happen to have forgot it and left it in another state. Damn it. $100 book. But it's pretty neat. It's like turn of the century, but it was all anatomical, and all the pictures in it are really neat. Kathy Wiseman stuff. Oh, pardon me. Nice scroll work on this. There is some, it needs cleaned. Let me just say that. I think these used to be gilded at one time, but over time that gilding turns brown. Okay, so yeah, it needs cleaning, but it scroll work on it's nice. The edge of a book looks like an edge of a book oughta. I don't know. It looks like it needs to belong in a library. Elements of moral philosophy. It's first time I'm seeing this book too. 1856. I really ought to put this one away. Entered according to the Act of Congress. Moral actions, rational motive powers. This is weird stuff here. Natural motive powers. Philosophy, distinction between affection and desire. Discuss. Well, so I wonder if it really is philosophy. Kind of seems like it is. Uh, 1856. What is that? What was that? Yeah, this. Well, if you buy it with the book, you get it with the book. It's just a piece of paper. It's not. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Oh no, there's no pictures. It's all words. Philosophy kind of get boring, although it's a killer way to earn credits in college. I'm gonna do $5 on this book. It definitely needs to be cleaned. Let me show you. This binding seems like the kind that can handle a cleaner as long as you don't. Yeah, as long as you don't saturate it. But there's a scroll work in it, and it continues over the binder. Here's the back. It's got the same scroll work on it. Not as dirty as the front. This one's in better shape than the last one. Oof, it is stiff. It's a nice book, but I'll put it on top of the 1850 pile. Next up on the lot is a much smaller book. It says Discipline of the Methodist Episcopal Church. Why? Condition issues on this book. There, that's what it says on the front. Book seems bent. I don't know how else to say it. There's probably wetted sometime. I don't know. Let me see if I can find a copyright. 1912. Yep. Episcopal address. Historical statement. Huh. Let me see here. Contents. All references, both contents and indexes, are paragraphs. Historical statement, the Constitution. Articles of organization and government. And then it talks about the church. Conferences, local preachers. So I wonder if this is like a rule book. Huh. I don't know how else to say that. But this is what these people need to do. This is what these cabinet people need to do. That kind of thing. I'm guessing purely, but that's what it seems like to me. $3 on this book. And you know what? This thing's in bad shape. I tell you what, just give me $2 for the book. I'm not, really big into the religious things, even if they are cool books that tell me what I need to know that person does. Um, $2 on it. I don't care about this book. Woot. Oh my goodness. I think this is one I have to step aside. Whew. A lot of blank pages up front. Come on, you. The farmer boy. Wow. Okay, that's cool. Hmm. Okay, well, this one's just going to be show and tell. This is called The Farmer Boy and How He Became Commander-in-Chief by Uncle Juvenile. Let's see. 7,000. 1864. There's some neat little illustrations in it. Uh, yeah, okay. It's called Farmer Boy. It's in really rough condition, but the side scroll, this is pressed. You can tell it's bumpy, but it's pretty cool looking. The front and the back aren't so cool looking. It's scroll work. There's some kind of presswork medallion in the middle, but all this stuff is kind of hard to see because the cover is loose. Let's see. Let me see if I can show you one of these illustrations. Here's one, and yes, the page did come out, but there we go. And the title page here looks pretty neat. Still got the vellum on it. Which may come off with a little coaxing. There we go. That's pretty awesome there. And yes, the pages do come up. But, you know, hey. You live a couple hundred years, see how well you're doing. Let's see. I teased. Yeah, no. Ooh, there's something in the book. I'm seeing this for the first time as well. Just know that. Oh, what we got here? Bible reading. 1. Bible reading. Number 2. Sing all the verses of praise the Lord. Number 3. Flag O my land. Number 4. Washington and the Army. Number 5. A story of Washington and the poachers. And then number 6. I choose a song. Okay. Somebody's to-do list. Which goes in here. That's weird. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Regardless of the year, I'll sell this one. Okay. This is, oh no, Old Testament criticism and the Christian church. Oh yeah, this goes over by a lead balloon. Looks old, looks dirty, looks beat up. It still has the gold at the top, nice and clean. It's not browned, nice and shiny. Here's the title. The gold lettering still shows up. You don't have to squint to see it. But here's the condition. Kind of looks like something was on it for a long time, you know? This was sitting at the bottom of the pile. Here's the inside. You can see the cloth from the cover is separating from the spine. It's still attached to the back, but what's this say? C. Tinsley, presented by his son, something Tinsley, November 19th, 21. Is that what it says? Oh, something. I'll have to look. Old Testament criticism and the Christian Church. Yes. 1903. So this is about criticism of the church and how the church deals with it, apparently. Reading a little bit of the preface that's in here. It's all words, no pictures. I don't know what pictures you could have other than pictures of churches, which would be all right. Let's see. Chapter 12, summaries. Chapter 4, the function of criticism. History of the word criticism. Okay, yeah. Book like this, $5, early 1900s. It's in decent shape, other than the covers. Well, hello, Linda Punky. How you doing? Hope you're feeling better than what, a couple days ago. So stay in bed and drink plenty of tomato soup and chicken noodle soup. 100 years of Campbell's can't be wrong. $5 for the book. Whatever I said. 1903. It's in not bad condition. Well, we got to keep you healthy, Lindy, so you can buy lots of books. Haha. Yep. No interest in this book, so I will burn it. Oh my goodness. You're welcome. This next book is a smaller book. It's somebody's opinion of other writings. They're called essays. What's up, essay? Sorry. Uh, so what I like about it is the front cover. Period. That's the only thing I really like about it, other than it's in really good condition. Binding's tight, pages are tight. It's 1907. It's called De Quincey's Essays. Macmillan's Pocket Classics. That's a big pocket. But notes. Wow, that is a big ass word. It says it's an Italian word meaning to be played. Okay. So he breaks down these essays written by somebody else and then explains it all. But I'm selling it for the front cover. The front cover is really cool. Like I said before, it looks like one of those adult coloring book things, which I have. Sometimes I can color, sometimes I can't. I don't know what the difference is, why it works. It just does. Sometimes it helps me focus, and I need to focus because that's a big problem of mine. Anyway, $3 for the book. Like I said, I'm selling it just for the cover because the cover is just really cool looking. Inside, it's all words, but it's in really nice condition too. So, and it does have a side presence here. It's not what my idea of a book would look like. You know, I like the ribs, something that looks like it belongs in a on a shelf on some old cherry or maple shelves, something like that. $3. I got the patty in for 3. It's probably patties for 3. Okay. I said I was going to bring this out, but here we go. I have here an issue of Black Beauty. You ladies remember Black Beauty? I do. I really like the cover. The cover is awesome. Yeah, I think the cover is just neater than poop. And the side's not too bad either. The silvering is kind of worn on the side, but you can still see it. I had to do some research on this book to figure out when it was from because this has no copyright in it, and that happens a lot. When that happens, when I pick up a book like that, it's usually in that same time period that I like, you know, the 1880s and 1920s. This book was published sometime between 1897 and 1927. And from what I've looked at, I think this would be early 1900s, maybe like a 1901, that early, right? It's definitely not the 1897 one. And they put this book out every 2 years. It's one of the most published and republished uh, books of all time. Here, I got here. The original was done in 1877. Black Beauty, if you don't know, is from the horse's perspective about his owners and how well they treated him and stuff like that. And falls in love with this, and it's a really unique book, right? It was written by Anna Sewell. Am I getting this right? Anyway, she was really sick and dying, literally, and she sat down and wrote this book in a few days. They said, uh, and then she died. Um, you know, she must have been hallucinating because this is, like I said, it's all from the mind of a horse. It says autobiography in there, and it's about a horse. So it's a pretty neat book. It's a beautiful cover. It's in. It looks old. It does. Um, so be careful with it. That's what I'm going to tell you. Uh, yeah, Anna Sewell. There we go. So I want $10 for this book. So yeah, like I said, I'm selling it for the content, the history of the story. See, I draw lines like this to, like, say, Lewis Carroll, who did what, Alice in Wonderland and looking through the that glass stuff. Damn it, looking through the hourglass or something like that. So you know, the stuff in there was, you know, really trippy for its time, and it's still kind of really trippy if you think about the stuff, right? And so is this from somebody to sit down and write an autobiography of perspective through a horse. You know, that's just out there. That's a stretch, and it was the first of its kind, and it was a smash hit. You know, the lady died. The book's a smash hit. I remember the 70s version. I think it might have been a Disney. I'm not sure, but so it has splatters of colors, and you draw shapes. Oh wow! Hey, now I'm intrigued. Thanks, Patty. Reverse color. Splatters of colors, and you draw shapes around everything. Okay. So I want $10 for the book. Like I said, this is probably early 1900. Um, I don't think this is the 80. There, I've seen pictures of the 1897 one. I've seen pictures of the original one too. Ooh, I'd like to get my hands on that. I probably wouldn't sell it though. Let's see. From the horse's perspective, Anna Sewell wrote it when she became deathly ill. Yeah, and it's always in the top 100 of must reads. You know, just because of what it is, much like Alice in Wonderland is. So, I don't have anybody jumping in there. But that is my price. So I'll probably keep this one. For me, unless somebody else wants it. We'll put this one. No, where's it at? There it is. Originally, I thought I was going to sell for 15. No, I marked it down. That one's mine. There we go. Okay. What else? Okay, we're going to try this one more time. You've seen me sell these before. Photograph thing, and this one has recipes in it. Look, there's something for an old. Here, let me. Something for an old appliance. Instructions. It's all recipes for about half of it, and then the other half is blank. Just nothing in it. A good portion of it is all blank. Well, there's one. More blankness. So you can do whatever you want with yours or take the other stuff out. It's just brown or black construction paper, pretty much. Uh, what I like is the artwork on this. Um, I do sell these on eBay. I get about some of them I can get a pretty fair price. It depends on what's inside. Inside this, the recipe thing, eh. But if it had old photographs and stuff, I have sold those for over $100. So, you know, the artwork on these things, this is nice. This is good. I'd be willing to let this go. However, for $10, if anybody wants it, and you get all the stuff that's in it already. So, yeah, there's a recipe book. What is this book? This would be one of those. I don't know. It's one of those miniature books from the 70s that shows you how to make everything. There's tons of this stuff. Carrot cake. I love carrot cake. Let's see. Recipes. Here's something somebody pulled off of the side of a treat can. Treat. Can't get treat anymore, I don't think. I think it's spam is king now. Anyway, it's $10, and what am I getting stuck on? So that is up if anybody is interested. Check this Mongo book out. Oh my god, it's heavy. It is heavy. It is heavy. There you go. Dictionary of Medicine. This book is old. This does come apart, but it's still intact. It just needs to be glued if that's a thing. This is a big old honking tome. This isn't a book, this is a tome. But it is exactly what it says it is. It's a medical dictionary. So anything medical is in here. So casts, just all kinds of things. Cysts from new growth, development of cysts, everything. Here's stuff on diabetes. Here's stuff on diphtheria, diuretics, endemic, epilepsy, gout, just all kinds of things in horns, excuse me. Hiccup or hiccough. Treatment. Treatment of a hiccup will depend on the cause. An emetic to empty the stomach or stimulant to increase its natural. Big words. Words are hard right now. Infantile paralysis is in here. Oh my. Gangrene of the intestines. Man, this book is massive. It's heavy. It's neat. It's a great Halloween prop. You know, it's got that old look. If I know it's early for Halloween, but you know, it's Christmas is for kids, Halloween is for adults. So this is a really, you know, it's been some issues, but I think it adds to the flavor of this book. I mean, it's practical. This is something that I would think a doctor would collect, and he may yet want to. It depends on if I sell it here or not. I want 20 for this book. Yeah, I got to do 20 on it. It's going on eBay otherwise. These books are up there. There are others up there that are similar, not the same as this one, but similar. And they're about $50, $60 on eBay. People asking. But yeah, this is big honking. Well, I got a big hand, and this thing is big. I really don't have any other way of describing it other than big. Yeah. I'd have to be standing firm at 20. I really can't come down on it. Medical stuff does great on eBay. Medical stuff and especially quackery stuff. Who let the cat out? Meow, 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 meow. Oh yeah, well, I got you both here. Let's see. I went to go talk to the cat lady. I'm trying to set up interviews to go talk to the cat lady. I did this charity drive last year. There's videos out there of me doing it. I have people in mind to invite. Who else do you ladies watch that are that sell things? Who are the people you enjoy? I could reach out to them and ask them if they want to come be on my charity drive. Uh, so, you know, I mean, I know I see you ladies in like Picasso Cats, you know, or she's Stephanie's stuff. But you know, if there's other people out there, I can think of. Let's see. So far, I've got Ray from Treasure Scavengers, probably. Angie's Oddities is gonna do it. I'm gonna ask Calypso Cat and Sabrina, who will more than likely do it. They wanted to do it last year and couldn't, or maybe they did. I don't know. Picasso Cat. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really. I was going to ask the Revive sisters who run in direct competition with me. They got a huge audience, which I see. I'm okay with the little audience. This is a little ridiculous, but I'm very thankful you're here. Don't get me wrong. I always appreciate anybody that shows up. Thank you very much. What the heck was that? Oh, Trisha? I don't know Trisha. There we go. Margot. I don't know who those people are either. Let's see. I have. Oh yeah, what's her face? Dandy. Okay, that's cool. Appreciate it. I'd like to get at least 9 more people so I can have 10 people selling something. It'll probably take 4 to 5 hours to get through everybody. But yeah. And I gotta go out and get film of the kitty cats, the poor kitty cats. If you go back and watch some of the old videos, cats are cats are bad, in bad shape, and yeah. And then I want to do another one, a charity drive for not just cats, but dogs and cats. I'm toying with that one. I'm definitely going to do another cat charity drive, though. I appreciate Miss Punky. Lunky. Okay, let's go on, shall we? I have these two. You know what? I wonder if, it very well could be. I believe it is. 1896. What's the copyright on these? 18. Oh my goodness. Yes. Yes, indeed. These all go together. All these are in series. Two of them are hardbound. And then the later ones, it looks like they cheaped out on people and turned them into pamphlets. But these are all from the Riverside Literary Series. I have 2, 4, 6 of them here. And they all look the same on the front, just different title. But nice scrolling there, inking, whatever you want to call it, artwork. Look at that, 40 cents. Must be 40 cents for this one. There's a lot in it. Essays from the Sketchbook by Irving. This is 1891. By Washington Irving. Here's the front. That guy. Some fat, rich, balding guy. Oh, let's see. Yep, 1891. Riverside Press, Cambridge, Massachusetts. Electrotyped and printed by H.O. something, something, something. And it shows the entire list. It's underneath my yearly tag there. Riverside Literary Series goes 1 through, I think, 132. 138, 152. And then there's extra numbers after that. So it would be quite an undertaking to try and collect them all, provided you could find them to begin with. Holmes, Grandmother's Story and Other Poems is one of them. The Iliad, books 1, 6, 22, 24. Sohrab and Rustum and Other Poems with biographical sketch and notes by that person. Paul Revere's Ride and Other Poems by Henry Longfellow. These here say single numbers are 15 cents and the double numbers are 30 cents. This is number 63. So this was 30 cents, I guess. This is Sella Thanatopsis and Other Poems by William Cohen Bryant. Ooh. Bryant's home at Roslyn. That looks neat. Oh, we got stuff in the book. We got stuff in the book. What's this say? Yeah, this says something. I don't know. This is 1892. Anyway, nice little, what's it say? Electrotyped pictures. Not many. It's like the picture of the balding dude and his house where he grew up, and that's really the only pictures that are in here. Here's some more things. English 1. Oh, well, looky here. Here's a bunch of, it looks like classwork stuff. Anyway, all 6 books, the entire series, see, I want $5 a book, so that's $30. So, yeah. And that's, they're probably going to go up on eBay if they don't sell here, honestly. One of them has issues. I probably won't sell that one. Vintage Peep Show A Go-Go loves. Sandy and Otto Trisha. Yeah, I'm going to have to pass on that one. Margot. Vintage Peep Show A Go-Go. I think I may have. I know that name, I think. I'll definitely have to go check it out. Vintage A Go-Go. Anyway, that's what I got. All 6 books in series. They're all in good shape, great shape. Seems they have a classwork in it. A Mother of a Mighty Race, written after a journey to Europe, and at the time there was a danger of war in England over the question of the northwestern boundary. They had to explain that there's freedom at thy gates and rest for earth's downtrodden and oppressed, a shelter for the hunted head, for the starved laborer toil and bread. Power at thy bounds stops and calls back his baffled hounds. Yep, yep. That sounds poetic to me, kind of. Here's Rip Van Winkle, The Legend of Sleepy Hollows in here. An essay. So they're saying what they think about it. Stagecoach. Okay, well, I'll get those a shot on eBay. And I'm selling this one for the cover. I'm going to do $3 on this book. 1904, Shakespeare, As You Like It. Book's in great condition because it probably never moved. But this is, I just like the cover, honestly. The tree. It says the Arden Shakespeare. But the name of it is As You Like It. And it's one that I don't know, honestly. I know a lot of Shakespeare. That's not one. I've probably seen some iteration of it on the movie screen. I'm sure. I've got Patty in for 3. Yeah, I just like the tree. The tree's just cool. The Arden Shakespeare, Hamlet, Macbeth, Julius Caesar, The Merchant of Venice, Twelfth Night, As You Like It. Midsummer Night's Dream, that's my second favorite one there. I've seen that as a play live twice, and I loved both times. The Tempest, King John, Richard II, the Third, Henry the Fourth, and the Fifth, and the Eighth. Much Ado About Nothing, which is pretty cool. Got to Patty in for 3. Thank you, Patty. Put you over here. Okay. I'm gonna need Just a second here, ladies. Let me bring up my eBay page. Oh yeah, sold something else. Woohoo! Sold some black American wooden dolls. So glad. I'm selling all my wooden dolls, all my dolls. Jack AFLOAT. Cool. Yep, there it is. Okay. Okay, so we got this one. There you go. It says Uncle Sam's Blue Jackets Afloat. Let's see. By one of them. This is it is coming off there. Let's see. It does have a lot of illustrations in it. It is not a children's book. I thought it was originally. 1897 on this. It says from New York to Rio, from Rio to the Cape, A Good Hope, from Simonstown to the Comoro Islands, from those islands to Bombay, at Shanghai and Japan. Yeah. Okay, so what it is, let's see, did I get this? Oh, yeah, it's got Lima around the horn. Uh, it has to do with customs. How Uncle Sam's Blue Jackets afloat. From what I can figure out, it's customs and the ways people do things and way uh, like here in Japan, they're talking about this is how you get around, right? And let me see if I can find another picture in here. Yeah, here's a picture of a Japanese garden. And this is written 1897, so you can pretty much travel anywhere and nobody care. Chinese mourners, so they're talking about a death. Here's a guide to Aden, and it's how to look at my question, please. That real fact book for 20. Is it a medical book? Uh, no. Yes. It's a dictionary of medical terms. So yeah, that is exactly what it is. I'm sorry, Patty. Woodward's Garden, San Francisco. Um, yeah, so it has to do with customs there in these foreign lands around the 1900s. There are some illustrations. Yeah. I haven't personally read it, but I think that's what it is. I think that's what it's about. It has that funky poem on it about the fish. And look at the drawings of the fish, and it's a poem. Uh, Crap. I would like. I'll do $8 on this book. Oakley dokley. Um, that's. I mean, unless you want to sit here for. I did have one other thing I wanted to sell. It is a postcard, but it's a weird postcard. Okay, it's not a normal postcard, and by that I mean it is a miniature postcard, and this is post dated 1909. So it is a miniature Christmas card. Here's a regular card. Here's this card. So, you know, uh, it does have it says, Dear Sister, and you can read it if you get this card. There we go. And it is beautiful. It is in nice condition. The white of the snow is very white in contrast to the background. There are birds on the ivy. This is just a beautifully again, this is pressed, so it's all bumpy and stuff. It's beautiful card. Look like the index card. Um, the frame, the embossed frame, the pressed frame on the outside, it's made to look like frost, and it's neat. Anyway, um I want $3 for this card. So one, because it is a not normal size, and because it was so small, I thought it was something new, but it's not. It's postmarked 1909, so that, and it's a pretty card. So if you're interested at all in this dainty Christmas card from 1909, let me know. $3 on that one. And that's pretty much all I got for you guys today. It's not a lot, I know. Like I said, next Sunday it's gonna be, I've got toys. I got a bunch of them in the box, and I got a bunch of them out of the box, and they're all from the 80s and 90s. There might be some early 2000s in there, but I doubt it. Most of the stuff is stuff I bought myself for investments. And I've got a lot of variable different things. They're meant for collectors, but if you buy them for your kids and they want to play with them, fine. That's what they're meant for originally, right? So whatever you want to do with them. I may or may not have a Sunday show. I don't know. I'm not going to know till Thursday, as I said before, maybe Friday. But I'll put out a video saying, hey, I got a show coming Sunday. If not, because I'll be advertising all the toys. So pay attention to YouTube, and I'll let you know. That's everything I got. Thanks, Patty and Linda, for showing up. I appreciate it. Thank you for the purchases, and go enjoy your day. Thank you very much.